Hello everyone and welcome back to the Poke ETF channel where we combine Pokemon and data analytics together to keep track of our precious collection. And in today's video we will be going through a monthly price update of Sword and Shield Alternate Arts. And if you've been following my channel, every month I do monthly price update of Sword and Shield Alternate Art, full art trainers, trainer galleries and more. And so if you want me to combine a certain collection together for you, just let me know down in the comment, because I know it takes hours and it's so much to keep track of hundreds of singles, and being able to do it automatically really saves time for me. I do this for me personally because I really want to keep track of my precious collection, and hopefully it brings you value to know which singles are shooting up and which singles are crashing down. And so before we begin, please hit that like button because it goes a long way in supporting the only channel that uses real data and do real data driven content, and subscribe to the channel so that you're always up to date on the most recent price updates, and comment and ask any question because I always love to help fellow collectors, help fellow investors in their collecting journey. And so with that, let's begin. And so of course I always like to start an overview of the whole collection. If you're in the business world or the finance world, it's always common to start at a high level, just like a company. If a company is doing well, making profit, then that's great. But if a company is losing money, that's like the high level. Okay, the company is losing money, and so we want to drill down. And so looking at a high level, Alternate Art pretty much stayed flat around the $4,500 range last fall. But then beginning of this year, from February all the way to the start of summer, around beginning of June, it exploded. Everyone knows it. If you've been following the Pokemon TCG and if you've been collecting for a while, I'm sure you know that Alternate Art exploded. But I was the first here to predict the crash. I mean, go back to the June 2024 Alternate Art video. I said I'm looking at a crash beginning right now, and look at that. It started to crash. Sword and Shield Alternate Art is popping. I mean, the prices are just going down. Of course, it's not going down to the $4,500 level, but around the $8,500, I was like, this is so artificial, so scary. Do not buy in, do not FOMO, it will crash. And so for those who do not have Alternate Art, I hope you did not buy and that just wait patiently. And of course, looking at all the most expensive Alternate Art, of course we have our Umbreon VMAX as number one, but look at that, everything is red. So that's what I mean. Start with a high level. At a high level, we see that Alternate Art are going down, and then looking at this, everything is going down. It's not all of the expensive cards of Alternate Art, Sword and Shield Alternate Art, are in the red. There's no green at all. Then looking at the most expensive by set, of course we always like to look at this because it really tells a story of which set is really the strongest set. And of course, just first glance you can see it's mostly green, and guess what, green is Evolving Skies. It is not a coincidence that Evolving Sky is considered the best set in Sword and Shield. It's the most expensive set in Sword and Shield, and pretty much the most the most set that everyone wants to have a hold on, and it's because most of it is because of the Alternate Art in that set. And then looking at it by set, of course, again, we always like to start with high level, then drill down to them by set, and you can see everything is going down from battle styles all the way to Crown Zenith, double-digit % decrease. Again, you can take a snapshot of this. I'm not going to go line by line, but you can easily take a snapshot, and maybe one day for members, I can definitely print out a PDF file and send out a PDF file to my members. There's a couple of you that been subscribed and being a member to this channel. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Maybe that's one thing that I can do for you guys. Maybe send an email copy of PDF to the members of this channel. And then looking at the battle styles, there are 6 Alternate Art, again all red except for that Rapid Strike Urshifu V. Even though it's like 0.3% increase, dude, everything is red. The top decrease is a Tyranitar V number 155. It was around $180 the beginning of June, went down $34 to around $145, representing a 19.1% decrease. Then looking at the graph, you can see it started flat. Again, if you've been following the channel, it started flat around the $100 range, even under $100 for most of last year into this year winter. But then starting spring, summer, it exploded like crazy like the rest of the Alternate Art. But I said to hold off, this is extremely artificial, just wait. And so you can see it just crashes down. Then looking into the next set, Chilling Reign, there's a lot of Alternate Art in this set. Again, that's why alongside with Evolving Skies, Chilling Reign is a great set in the Sword and Shield block because of the number of Alternate Art in this set. The top decrease is Blaziken VMAX. It was around $350, went down to around $288, went down $62, representing a 17.7% decrease. Looking at the graph, it shares the same trend as the Tyranitar. Again, all of these cards will share the same trend. They follow together, and so it just shows that it doesn't really take much complicated technical analysis. This is why having a very simple chart, looking at a high-level overview of the whole alternate art, then looking at each single, you can see that it's just the same rhythm of all of these cards. And then looking at the next set, Evolving Skies, again, the best set, or the general consensus is that the Evolving Skies is the best set of the whole Sword and Shield block. You can look at the number of alternate art, including the Rayquaza VMAX, the Dragonite V, Sylveon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Umbreon. It has everything in this set. Of course, our top decreases are Rayquaza VMAX. It was around $459 beginning of July, went down $73 to around $385, representing a 16% decrease. Looking at the graph, again, nothing to see here. I don't want to bore you. All these graphs is going to be the same thing. Flat for last year up to winter, this year exploded spring, then during the summer it crashes. The same narrative out of all of these cards. Looking at the next one, Dragonite V, the reason why I want to point this out was because of the whole, I know the PokeRev recommended this card and it exploded. Maybe that's why it exploded, but I told you guys, just don't buy into it. Look at the graph, same thing. It exploded around spring 2024, and I said, hold up, I see a crash coming, and it really crashed during the summer of 2024. And the next set is a Fusion Strike. Again, a great set. Again, it has your Gengar, Espeon, Mew, VMAX, Celebi. It's a really great set. The top decreases are Espeon VMAX. It was around $298. Went down to around $214. Went down $83, representing a 28% decrease. Not 10, not 15, 28% decrease. Look at that. It was around $140. It exploded to $340. It doubled or almost tripled. And now it crashes down. Again, and not the same level as around $140. It's still hovering around $220, but I said, dude, just wait. It might even go under $200. And so again, in the collecting world, investing world, patience is the key. Next is the Brilliant Stars. There's 4 alternate art. The top decreases are Charizard V. It was around $171, went down $46 to around $124, representing a 27.2% decrease. Again, not 10, not 15, not 20, 27%. These are big decreases. So I hope people cashed out, profited, because I said I had some duplicates I sold off, and I'm gonna recoup my principal back. And so this is why, collecting, investing, you want to invest, you want to collect as well, right? You invest, you make good decisions, buy, sell decisions, so that you can recoup your principal, your hard-earned money, so that you can use that money back to buy into these crashes. And again, same chart again, but this went back down to the same level before the explosion, right? It was around $120, $130, $120, $110, and now it's back to $120. And so this is what I mean, like cash out, profit. It don't feel guilty to sell off duplicates and rebuy back. Next is the Astral Radiance. There are 6 alternate art. The top decrease is the Machamp V. It was around $174, went down $47 to around $127, representing a 27.1% decrease. Again, up in the 20-ish% decrease. Again, I love this card. It's one of the best alternate art in my opinion, but I cannot fathom to spend $174 on this card. I spent around $80, $90 acquiring this card, and I'm happy that I sold some of my duplicates. And so very happy I got the principal back. And so my cost basis for my first Machamp V is around $30. It's like literally free. And so this is why you want to keep track of these prices. You want to keep track of these explosions, these crashes, because this is how you take advantage and make good use of your hard-earned money. Again, looking at the graph, same thing, nothing to see here. Then Pokemon Go, 2 alternate art. This is why everyone said this was not a great special set, and this is very similar to Shroud of Fable. If you've been following my channel, I said Pokemon Go is very similar to Shroud of Fable. There's not that many hits. It's gonna be such a dud set. Mewtwo V is your top decrease. It's just a $20 card, went down $1.50, representing a 7.4% decrease. Again, Mewtwo is a good card. If you are a Mewtwo collector, definitely collect this card. Very cheap, $18 for this card. I say that's a buy. Look at the graph, dude. Yeah, as I said, it went back down to the same level before the explosion. It's now an $18 card. So yeah, just buy this card. It's a good time to buy this card. Please do not buy at the $30 level. Then the next is a Lost Origin. There are 4 alternate art. The Giratina V is your top decrease. It was around $395, went down $30 to around $364, representing a 7.8% decrease. Wow, this held strong. If you've been following this video, most of the top expensive cards were going down 20%, 25%, 30%, but this went down 7-8%. again, this held strong. And so because this card is cool, I love this card. I mean, again, a lot of people consider the card one of the best art looking card out of all of the Sword and Shield alternate art. Next is a Silver Tempest. Top decrease is a Lugia V. It was around $192, went down $16 to around $176, representing an 8.3% decrease. Again, it's only an 8.3 or 8% decrease. It held strong, but maybe that's again, I just cannot fathom to spend this much on these cards. I hope you bought it around $120, $100. I mean, when it was cheap, $100 for this card, I would say was a good buy, but around $230, that is crazy. And then looking at the Crown Zenith, there's a lot of alternate art. The top decrease is the Arceus V-Star Secret from the Galarian Gallery, $72, went down $8 to around $64, representing a 10.6% decrease. A really cool card, especially if you have all four of these together side by side. Looking at the graph again, it used to be a $55 card, exploded 2 times, $100 to around $100. I hope you sold your copy and rebuy it back here at $65. At $65, I say that is a very fair market price for this card, $65. But if you have the patience, maybe wait, it will go down under $60. And then looking at the promos, the top decrease is the Flareon V Sword and Shield number 179, $35 card, went down $89, representing a 25.2% decrease. One of the cool looking alternate art promos. I love the art, how the Flareon is next to the fireplace, the couch, the chair. I like these kind of art. But at $25, I still think maybe it might hit around $20. So again, patience is the key. Looking at the graph, as I said, it used to be under $20. It exploded almost 3 times. That is crazy. And so hopefully people sold their sealed products or duplicates and rebuy back. So there you have it, an overview of Sword and Shield alternate art. The bubble popped, it's crashing again. It didn't crash to the same level as 4,500, but if you have the patience is a key. It might go under $6,000. And so again, hopefully some of the cards that you want are really low, and so feel free to buy them, but please do not FOMO, please do not get into the explosion. So hopefully you've been following the channel. Hopefully this is helpful, bring value, because I know we're all very busy with our lives. It takes so many hours to keep track of hundreds of singles. And so hopefully this summarizes and help you save time in your collecting journey. And so again, every set is going down. Maybe wait September 2024, and there you have it. And so if you do find this video helpful, valuable, please hit that like button. It goes a long way in supporting the only data-driven Pokemon related channel, and subscribe to the channel so that you're always up to date on time-sensitive price update, and comment and ask any question. Again, I'm here to help you. And so thank you for your support, especially those who are part of the member YouTube channel member. Again, maybe I'll send a PDF file to the members because I know a lot of you really find this helpful. And so with that, go forth and collect them all.